Be extraordinary. Be exceptional. Stand out. Follow your passion. Crush your goals. Build your empire. You've heard these messages 1,000 times. On screens, on posters, in every motivational video the algorithm feeds you at midnight, and somewhere deep inside a quiet voice whispers, "What if I can't? What if I'm just ordinary?" That voice terrifies most people. We run from it. We hustle harder to drown it out. We perform exceptionalism like our worth depends on it. But tonight, I want to tell you what the Buddha actually taught about being ordinary, and why it might be the most powerful thing you've never let yourself be. Psychologist Thomas Curran at the London School of Economics tracked perfectionism across generations. His data shows it has increased dramatically, especially in young adults, and it's closely linked to anxiety, depression, and burnout. We're not just pressured to succeed anymore. We're pressured to be remarkable, exceptional, one in a million. And when we inevitably fall short of that impossible standard, we don't think the standard was unrealistic. We think, I am not enough. Curran calls it the perfectionism trap. The goalpost moves every time you reach it, because being good was never the point. Being the best was. And the best is a finish line that doesn't exist. In the time of the Buddha, there were thousands of monks and nuns. We know the names of maybe 100. The rest lived quiet, unnamed, ordinary lives. They woke before dawn. They walked for alms. They meditated. They swept the paths. They washed their robes. And they did this day after day without applause. Most of them never gave a famous discourse, never performed a miracle, never had their names recorded in any text. And yet the Buddha said many of them attained full liberation. Not through greatness, through consistency, through showing up, through doing simple things with full attention. The word he used was appamada, heedfulness. Careful, steady, ego-free diligence. Not flashy, not heroic, just present. There's a story about a monk named Kulapanthaka. He was considered the slowest student among all the monks. He couldn't memorize a single verse. His brother, a brilliant scholar, gave up on him entirely. The other monks whispered about him. Some thought he should leave the order. He was embarrassed. He felt worthless. The Buddha heard about this and came to him personally. He gave Kulapanthaka one small task. Sit and rub a piece of cloth between your hands. That's it. Nothing grand, nothing intellectual. Kulapanthaka did this day after day with complete attention. And through that single, ordinary act, he attained enlightenment, not despite being ordinary. Through it. Psychoanalyst Donald Winnicott introduced a concept in the 1950s that changed parenting forever: the good enough mother. Not the perfect mother, the good enough one. His research showed that children don't need flawless parents. They need present ones, consistent ones, real ones. Perfection, Winnicott argued, is actually harmful because it creates dependence on an impossible standard. Good enough creates resilience. This applies far beyond parenting. Good enough work, good enough body, good enough life, not mediocre, not settling, just releasing the death grip on perfection and letting yourself breathe. The Buddha would have nodded. He called the path Majjhima, the middle way, not extreme effort, not laziness, the balanced center where real growth happens. Brené Brown calls it the hustle for worthiness, the exhausting performance of proving to others, to yourself, that you matter. But here's what her research found. The people with the deepest sense of belonging weren't the most accomplished. They were the ones who had stopped performing. They let themselves be seen as they were. Imperfect, unfinished, ordinary, and that vulnerability, that willingness to be unremarkable, was exactly what made people trust them. The Buddha left a palace. He gave up being a prince. He traded gold robes for rags and a begging bowl. He chose to be nobody, and from that place of being nobody, he changed the world, not by trying to be special, by letting go of the need to be. Think about this honestly. How much of your daily exhaustion comes not from the work itself, but from the pressure to be exceptional at it? How much of your anxiety comes not from failure, but from the fear of being average? What if average was safe? What if ordinary was allowed? What if you could wake up tomorrow and just live, without the performance, without the scoreboard? The Buddha's final words to his students were about appamada. Not brilliance, not enlightenment techniques, just be careful, be steady, keep going. That's enough. Let tonight be ordinary. No revelation, no breakthrough, no life-changing insight, just a body lying in the dark, breathing. The most extraordinary thing about this moment is that nothing extraordinary needs to happen in it. You don't have to be the best version of yourself tonight. You just have to be here, tired, real, unpolished, enough. Kulapanthaka rubbed a cloth and found freedom. You can close your eyes and find rest. Same principle, same quiet power. Let go of remarkable. Hold on to this breath. That's all. Sleep well. Good night.